Hey, it's Birdman for the Arizona White Mountain Podcast here for the Community Shout, hanging out in the studio. And we're going to start off this morning having some fun with RAIN.
RAIN, the Rural Activation and Innovation Network.
Kal Mannis, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
So you guys have been on for a while, and a lot of things that we talk about, it's funny, we just had the Bloom Fest, and hopefully next year I was talking, we'll have something out there to explain that to the adults and the kids as to what's going on. But explain RAIN a little bit.
So RAIN is a National Science Foundation funded research grant, and I helped to co-wrote the grants. Oh no, let me say it right. I helped to co-write the grant with a friend of mine who's a professor at ASU, and it was designed to study how rural and remote communities come together to identify a lack of science, technology, engineering, math resources, and then fix it.
Okay, cool. And RAIN is Rural Area Innovation.
Rural Activation.
Dang it, I got it wrong. Dang it. Activation.
And Innovation Network.
An innovation network, okay. So specifically, you gave the overall view of what's happening, what's going on.
So we've been around for about 4 years now, and we've done a number of things. We've supported the STEM summer camp at the White Mountain Nature Center. We have supported aquaponics in St. John's. We have done an agricultural program up with the Native American missionaries up in Sun Valley. Mm-hmm. The libraries in Heber, Sholo, and Vernon with STEM programming, especially outreaches to young children. And also at Sholo Library, we're involved with a couple of their new projects. One is their library expansion for teens, and there's a huge technology push. And I believe last night there was a meeting to fund their idea around putting in a sound studio.
A sound studio, yeah.
So those are the things. So it's not just about learning the science, it's about technology. And the way the world is going, if we don't identify with STEM as the pathway to new jobs, then we're going to be left behind.
Right.
And so this is one of the ways to help our community identify with STEM and kind of bring it up in the reality. We live in a global community. We see that currently with some health issues that are going around. And so if that's not a wake-up call, I'm not really sure what it is.
Cool. So you want to talk a little bit more about any of the specific projects, or?
Sure. So let's see. The White Mountain Nature Center, which is really has been one of our big partners, has been closed for a while, but then they plan on opening up in the probably mid-July and forward, and they're going to have something going on every weekend. They have a huge September wildlife festival,
right? Which
is just the coolest thing to go to. And they are going to have a fundraiser. They run a fundraiser in September, and we have no idea what that looks like this year, but we're hoping that it makes enough money for them to continue. They're also going to do a honey festival for the first time this year in October, at the end of October. They've got bees, and we helped to set up, RAIN helped to fund a beekeeper to come in and set up hives, and one of the walls of the hives is glass, so you can look inside.
You can actually look in and see the bees doing their stuff.
Right, it's very cool.
Making their honey.
Right.
Cool.
What else are we doing? So we work a lot with libraries.
Yeah. So the library, the Sholo Library one, is kind of interesting because we got them finally hooked up with the local Majestic Music. And that's a good thing for people to learn how to do recordings and things like that, where, instead of going out and having to buy all the equipment to do it, to try to figure out if you like to do it.
Right.
Because a lot of things about musicians is they want to be able to record what they do and do that. And really to buy all the equipment isn't something they should have to do. They usually go to a recording studio or something like that. We don't really have that up here. Plus, it would, so here's how it works, basically. They've created this fodder that's going to be at the library where they can go in and try it. Now, if somebody decides, wow, I really like this and want to start a business, it could cultivate a business out of it. But you're going to cultivate musicians, maybe even people understanding how to do podcasts, maybe people understanding how to build a studio. So all of that comes from that basic.
And that's really what RAIN is about. We can provide seed funding.
Yeah.
We're not looking to fund somebody's business, over a long period of time. Like, let us give you some money, try it. It's an innovation grant.
Right.
Think outside the box, let us help you. We have 1 more year of funding right now. And then we're looking at how to sustain the group over time.
Very cool.
So that's what our...
So if somebody wants to be involved or know more about it, what do they do?
So you can reach out to me directly. And my email address is...
We'll put that down below.
Yep, there you go. And then we have a website as well.
Okay.
You can get us through there.
The podcast. Say your email for the podcast.
So the email address is mannisk@azscience.org.
Okay.
And the website is the number 4, AZWMP.org.
Easy.
It's very easy. And you can see what we've been doing around the state. We have 4 research sites, which are county level, mainly the counties up the east side of the state.
Okay.
And so you can see what different people are doing in different parts of the state.
Awesome. So if you want to find out more, check those resources out. Once again, Kal Mannis with RAIN.
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Okay, hanging out in the studio now with me, I have Allison Hephner with CPMS. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So I had a friend reach out to me who's with it's Arizona Children's Association.
Okay.
And she is looking to hire some individuals, and it's for a parent outreach and awareness position and parent educator position. So I wanted to get this information out to the community because you can, if you're interested in applying, you can email B Crosby, that's BCROSBY at ArizonaChildren's.org. So really quick, this is people who can work with parents and caregivers to strengthen their understanding of early child development. There's organize and teach interactive classes between parent and child. Participate in outreach with communities in Navajo and Apache counties, White Mountain Apache tribe to distribute children's books and spread awareness about classes. Then we have teaching background is preferred, needs to have a bachelor's degree in education, and then, or child development or related field, must be at least 21 years old, and this is full-time with benefits. So
very good.
Yes, and if you know anything about Arizona Children's Association, they're a phenomenal organization that really works hard at connecting people to education and also they help in the foster system, they help with a lot of things like that. So
cool. Anything else?
There's so much, but I'm not going to come in here and do that.
Real briefly with you, because you're going to be part of it, let's talk a little bit about the 4th of July mini parade.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
So if you've not seen details about it, you're not too late yet, okay? This is out on Thursday. Of course, Friday you can drop it off at Bilibie's. What we're going to do is a mini 4th of July parade on a tabletop. It's going to be a 6-foot table, and your float doesn't have to be able to drive across the table. It doesn't have to be motorized. We can set it on the table and show off your float, take it and put the next float up, that's fine. We're gonna do a regular parade to show off businesses, to show off anybody running for an office, that's fine. All the kind of things that you would put in the parade, we wanna see, okay? Because we're not gonna have a parade, and part of it is really getting everybody's spirit out. And it's pride no matter what size, so you can be proud of your country, proud of your business, proud of your community. Bring us down a float, okay? We want it to be like 1/24th size scale. So if you think about a car being about this big, a normal size car being about this big, getting a little bit bigger is harder. It's got to fit in the top of a 6-foot table. Think about that.
And you don't want it too small either.
Yeah, well, we're going to have one little small entry, 1/64th
you're going to do it?
at least.
You're going to do it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
screwed up his car.
Somebody ordered me a Matchbox car instead of a regular car.
Whoops.
Anyways,
I'm cool.
So yeah, come on down. Let's have some fun. It's going to be 9 o'clock. Will be when we broadcast. It'll be, of course,
Live.
on Facebook. It will be on YouTube, and it'll be on Twitter. And
Then
we'll record it.
Yeah, and then you can take them back to your business. You can display them. You can take pictures of them. Hashtag AZ White Mountain, so AZWM. Hashtag Arizona Backyard. If you're in Pine Top, up in Pine Top, hashtag visit Pine Top.
Pine Top Lakeside, and then hashtag Sholo AZ. But we'll give you all those too. But it's real easy. Like I said, if you have any questions, just ask online. Build your vehicle, build your float, and it doesn't actually, it could be horses, it could be something that shows off your business that's small.
You can get little army soldiers if you want, moving them forward. Just glue them kind of something so we can move them all
There
forward.
you go. Yeah, just keep it easy for us. Like I can't put out 60 pieces for somebody.
No.
That's not going to work.
One piece at a time.
One piece or maybe two if you got a trailer. But yeah, and do that. They can be dropped off. Bilibie's, this is Thursday all the way until they close today, Thursday, or we'll be there from noon to 1 on Friday. Or if you're there by 8:30 on Saturday for the parade, we can do that. But I need you to put your entry in. You go to birdman.media. It's real easy. Birdman.media. There's no .com or anything else. There's a registration form. Click, enter your stuff, give us your little script so we can talk about you. And let's have an awesome parade. So we got at least, like 15 entries already?
Yeah. So, and that will be good because, like you said, there's always spacing in parades. So we'll have some time.
There might be a gap. You never know. We have to wait for them to pick up the horse poop. Cool. So thanks and enjoy that. And thank you very much for your time. Okay, so we talked about the mini 4th of July parade. And of course, that's because we don't get to have a big 4th of July parade. But what we do get to get, and from the city, I've got Jay Brimall. How are you, sir?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing great. Thank you, Rob.
Good. So we get to have fireworks, and not just the normal fireworks. We got like fireworks plus, don't we?
Yeah, this is going to be an intense show this year. So we've been planning for the 4th of July for literally months, since before all of this stuff started happening in March, April-ish, January. We put a lot of work into it.
It's a big thing that we do here.
Yeah. It's a big deal for us. And, we are very upset that the situation does not allow us to have our normal 4th of July. This is Sholo's sesquicentennial also, which is 150 years since the establishment of Sholo. Or founding, I guess. Establishment is a little bit more formal.
Right.
So, we were planning on that. We were planning a big fireworks show. And we're still going to have that.
All right.
The big fireworks show.
So normally there's a whole lot of ground stuff that goes on because everybody's sitting in the stadium or they're over there. Now I never get to see that because my neighborhood sits right next to it, so I kind of miss that stuff. But since you couldn't do that, that money, you didn't buy it yet, is going into the regular fireworks, right?
So what we've done, Rob, we've got a really good relationship with the vendor that we use for our fireworks. He actually has a cabin in Pine Top, so he really loves the area. I text with him all the time, and he's just a good guy. And we had to kind of reconfigure things in order to accommodate a kind of a different kind of a show this year. So all of those things that were on the ground that you were talking about, those are gone. So all the really fun, frilly things that you get to see at the football stadium, which is closed, by the way, those are going, that funding was reinvested into stuff that goes higher, so people can see it from a further distance away.
Right.
Yeah. So aside from that, I don't know if you wanted to segue into this.
Yeah.
Since it is the sesquicentennial, the show's going to be way bigger than it was last year.
Huge.
And so it's not going to be longer. It'll still be around 30 minutes, but it's just going to be dense.
More intense.
Yeah.
More dense and higher up. So normally you get the little stuff that goes up that it's like, boop, boop, boop. No, this is going to be bombastic. It's going to be way up in the sky. And that was done on purpose because you can't have people congregating there. We can't have people all coming to singular places. You need to isolate out into, what they want. They want people under 50 groupings. So you got to go out and be at your homes and be out. And it's going to be able to be seen in a lot of places.
Yeah, we feel like it's going to be a lot more visible in a lot more places around town. So the places that you usually go that are not, like we're not having the Freedom Fest at the football stadium this year. We're discouraging large groups from gathering anywhere. However, We want you to enjoy the fireworks. There are folks' homes that
Yeah.
your backyard.
I live right next door, so I literally will walk out the front door or walk out the back door and watch them from my house, so I won't be taking up a spot anywhere.
Yeah, they're going to be visible. I think they're going to be visible even from, out Penrod, as you kind of start sloping up. It's going to be visible from a lot of different places. So we're encouraging people with your families, with your loved ones, go celebrate Independence Day and the sesquicentennial of Show Low with us, but with your folks.
Yeah.
Guys, I can say this. I've talked with our vendor, and we literally are having what he says is the biggest show in Arizona this year.
Boom. There we go. Of course, it's Show Low, so there we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I know you're busy with inundated with all kinds of things coming from different directions.
Yep.
Thank you for everything you've been doing.
Yep.
And we'll get updates as we start to get out of all of this moving forward. Jay Brimhall with the City of Show Low. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now that Jay's left, and I just want to remind people, the city is inundated with lots of stuff. All these businesses are inundated with a lot of stuff. We got to remember to be calm, be nice to each other, relax, because nobody bought in on this, okay? Literally nobody. This is not anything that was game planned. It's not something you should ever have thought to have planned for. So everybody is doing their best, and everybody has the best intentions for everything on both sides of any issue. So relax, be good, and start hashtagging. Hashtag AZWM, hashtag Arizona's Backyard, and of course, hashtag ShowLowAZ for the fireworks. We want to see that. I'm Birdman. Trying to be calm, relax, and if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the way. It's a wrap.